There you go.
I thank you all for joining the call, and I do apologize. We had some technical glitches, but that's life, right? We are ready now. So that's the exciting part. It goes back to what Mr. Richie Rich just said. It's exciting because there has been so much excitement behind this opportunity and what we're doing. And with that comes, a lot of moving parts. So it's been a race between Zoom calls. And I'm going to tell you guys all right now, as you listen to me present, hey, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Ashonda. So as you listen to me present, I want to say this. What time is it? It is currently, so we're going to do one more Zoom call. I want you guys to all hear me. Everybody on the call, please hear me before we get into it. We're going to do one more Zoom call in 3 hours from now. So that's going to be 9 Pacific, 11 Central. What was that, midnight? Is that midnight? Is that right? No.
Yes, midnight Eastern.
Midnight Eastern. And so you can let your people know, get a nap, be ready. But here's this. I'm going to tell you why. I like to start off with why this thing is so exciting before we show you what it's all about. The reason this is exciting is because we have a bank which is partnered with us that is going to loan you the money to do everything we're about to talk to you about. So let's get money out of your head. I want you to, as you listen to what we're about to share, money is never going to be your problem again. Money will not be your problem again. If money is what you want, then we're going to show you how to get that money and show you a way that you can do it without spending a dime out of your pocket. Without spending a dime out of your pocket, we have a bank which is going to help you to be involved in everything that we're about to show you. So this is why our theme song is Just Say Yes. All you have to do tonight is say yes. I want you, as you listen to what we're about to share with you, I want you to, and I'll sum it up at the end, but I don't want you to run from the call. Oh my God, it's one of those things. I'm out of here. I don't want to hear it. Listen to the glasses half full and not half empty. I'm going to show you how this will change your life forever. I know you've heard it all before. This is your Bitcoin moment. Don't you wish you were there when Google was launched? Do you remember when Facebook was in? I know you heard it because I've heard it. Heck, I've even been one of the ones that said it at some points, maybe. My point is, this ain't that. That is our hashtag, and we're going to show you why. But so don't let money be the thing which holds you back from what you're about to hear. All we need you to do is say yes. With that said, I'm going to fall back, and I'm going to come back later to explain to you how. But right now, I'm going to hand this over. Man, and let me just stop. I got to do this. Richie Rich, thank you, brother. Honestly, man, thank you for being who you are. Thank you from the bottom of my soul, man. Your leadership is phenomenal. Miss Sharon, honestly, and the reason why I pause to say that to you guys, man, it's been total chaos over here. It has been total chaos. And like just now, I just announced another Zoom call they knew nothing about. I know they're like, Wesley, another one? My point is, I have reached out to these leaders, Miss Carlotta, Janai. See, now I get in trouble. I start mentioning people, and I forget people, so I'm not going to go the whole laundry list. But what I'll say to you is this. I am just so grateful, man. I sit here in real praise and honor to have so many phenomenal leaders who I call on. Hey, they know I'll call them 10 minutes before and say, hey, I need you guys to do this, need you guys to do this. And they scramble to get it done. That is exciting. Like, I don't have to beg them to do it. They may have to stop, pull over to the side of the road to get it done, But it's honest. I mean, I got so many leaders who just, they love, and you'll hear me say it, love the people and love what you do. The rest comes easy. So I'm excited for all of you guys that have been rocking and really pouring your heart and soul into what we do. We're going to show people how to win. Money's not the burden. The only thing we need you to do is just say yes. And I promise you, we can show you a pathway that change your life forever. With that being said, Mr. Rich, I hope you in someplace quiet and you didn't get beat up by wifey, because I know you're supposed to be with her, but you got the flow, sir.
I'm here, y'all. Give me 1 second. I want to send another post on social media out to my team real quick. I don't want nobody to miss this.
And while he's doing that, everyone take a moment to send 2 people this Zoom information. Just 2. Just send it out right now. While Rich, thank you again, Rich, for all you're doing.
Got you. I got y'all.
And that's an important point, honestly. And you guys will hear me say this again towards the end. But if you ever wanted to join an opportunity and you wasn't sure, let me tell you right now, do not hold yourself back thinking that you need to look at this first. You need to learn what it is first, and then you'll tell the people about it. Don't do that to yourself. I'm going to tell you something. This is real. I've hit some high ranks in every company I ever hit. And the way to do it is find out before you join a company whether it's going to be a winning mark for you. So I am going to take a one pause, and Rich, take your time for a second, because Miss Sharon just highlighted something that's very, very important. And I got some other leaders on here. I'm telling you, they have already done it. Reach out to 4 or 5 people right now. Tell them, hey, man, I think I might have found something pretty cool. I do not know what it is. Can you jump on this call and tell me what you think? Just send that message right now. I think I may have found something cool. I'm not sure of what it is. Can you jump on and tell me what you think before I join? That way you get to see, so you can get off the call and you can call, what y'all think? What y'all think? And they may say, no, I ain't feeling that. Well, then don't you spend your money. Right? But what if you brought 10 people to this call right now and they say, man, that sounded cool. I like that. Yeah, I want to do that. Now you can spend your money or not, because I'll show you how not. But you know that this is going to be a winning movement for you. Why join something because you're excited, and then tomorrow you're like, nobody wants to take a look at it. Nobody wants. Why put yourself in that position? Get them on the call now while you know nothing and say, hey, let's all look at this and then let's make a decision together. Take a moment. I'm telling y'all, that is the way, because you get 5 or 6 people say, yeah, I like this. Cool. Because then we're going to have them bring 5 people back to the next call. You can have 50 people in your downline before you even pay a dime. And we're going to show you how to do it without spending any money. But that's another story. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm pausing. I'm delaying. I'm stalling right now. And okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna see. We ain't gonna keep. This is what we're gonna do. Who still needs a moment to send out a message? Because if y'all not gonna send out the message, then I might as well go ahead and get started. Who needs a moment to still send out the message? Just say me in the chat. If you're still sending out messages and you need time to send out a message, say me. If you're not gonna send out messages, you're good. I'm gonna wait and see for myself before I tell anybody. Yeah, then that's fine too. You have the option to do that. But if you still need time, say yes. Because I want to give people time. That is how you win in this moment. I'm telling y'all, man. I wish somebody had taught me this stuff when I joined. When I first came in there with Mark, I ain't had none of this schooling. So nobody else wants to, okay, so Richard still need time, Leanne. I expect those 2 leaders for sure. Anybody else? Y'all don't have anybody y'all want to tell about it? You ain't got a best friend that need no money? See, I'm not asking you to sell it to them. I'm asking you to show it to them. And nobody else needs time? Okay. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, Sharon. Oh, that's the Zoom link? I don't know what that means.
That's the Zoom. You can't probably say that's the Zoom. If somebody's having a problem, that's the ID and the password. So they can just put zoom.com, put the ID and the password in. So I just
we're gonna make it easy. I'm gonna pay some phone.
I'm real simple. ABC. I'm a dinosaur.
There it is. It's right there.
I just look that way. I'm real simple. Keep it real. So zoom.com, ID and password. I put the picture. You could send them the picture. That's it.
And I just put the actual link in the chat too. So anybody else, if anybody else is, I want to see anybody else wants a moment to add a couple of people, just say me. Because if you guys aren't going to, I'm telling y'all, man, I wish somebody had taught me this stuff. I wish. I would be posting right now. Like I would be going crazy if I'd be posting it on my Facebook. Yeah, I'd be texting people. I'd be saying, hey, man, take a look at this. Before I decide to join, take a look at this. I don't know what it is, but nobody else needs time. Okay, well, we're not going to make you be successful. We'll just show you how. With that being said, I'm waiting on you, Rich, Miss Leanne, and Miss Carlotta. Once you give me a 3 in the chat, then we'll be ready to roll. I'm waiting on you 3 leaders. In the meantime, Miss Carlotta's ready. All right, Mr. Rich, are you ready yet, sir? Miss Leanne?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, Miss Leanne, once you give us the go, we go.
Can you drop that link that you just dropped in our chat group?
Yeah, I think I can. Let me log in here and get it for you.
Just drop it in the chat
She
group.
said
The
she's
other one that's
multitasking. She's a woman, so we work both sides of our brain. She said you can go.
Oh, one. Oh, you gonna learn about Leanne? Let me tell you, she
That's
ain't
she
no
worked
joke.
both sides of her brain. She said I'm
Man,
multitasking. Y'all can go ahead and go. Leanne, I ain't met you, but we women, we work both sides of our brain. We'll catch
man,
that later.
let me know
she
when you
worked.
dropped it,
She
Wes.
worked
Let me know
four
when you
sides of
dropped
her brain. That woman be moving. She gets it done though. You'll see. She don't play.
it.
Leanne,
All
I'm
right.
gonna see you at that boot camp because I love you already.
Yeah,
Sharon,
she.
are you able to copy that link that Wesley dropped, Sharon, and drop it in our Facebook chat, messenger chat?
Okay, yeah, I can.
Because the other one that's in there is not the correct one.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and
I'm about to start. I'm ready. I just need to snatch that link as soon as I see it. I can bam. Y'all know me. I just hop on. Urgent Facebook. That's all I put. All right. Thank you, Sharon. I got it. All right. All right. Give me 30 seconds. Facebook post. Hop on. Hop on. Urgent Zoom call.
appreciate your patience, you guys.
All right, $sign, $sign. Bam. Okay. And paste, and it's out there. Cool. All right. Refreshing. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and get control of my co-host. Let me delete the chat. Pull up the slides, share the screen. I need you to enable so I can share, sir. Can everyone hear me loud and clear? Drop some sevens in the chat. Let me know. I'm coming to y'all loud. Somebody's audio is not working. I
They
would say
have to put that.
log out and come back in.
No, they have to do their Wi-Fi. We're all working. There's something going on probably with their internet service.
Gotcha.
They may have to dial in. I don't know, but I can hear you. So it might be the internet provider.
Hey,
Yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to start sharing. I'm starting from the beginning, correct, Wes? Full presentation, correct, Sharon?
Yes, we're doing them. Yes, we are. Per West, yes.
All right. I mean, I'm going from Deal Finder on or Matrix on.
Matrix on.
Hold on. Rich, do me a favor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Use the 2 slide presentations I put into the Telegram team chat.
Yep,
Those
I got them ready.
You got them ready? Awesome.
I
You
got
good?
that we're offering before I get to the Matrix.
Yes, I want to do the overview presentation. The one I just put in the team chat. I don't know if you've seen it. The PowerPoint I just put in the team chat on Telegram.
Okay, I think I already had that one, the August 9/9.
I don't know what date it was, but it has
no, hold on. I got you covered.
it has the $99 portion of it.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
So if you got it, then use that, and then we'll come back to what we received today about the new matrix.
Okay, got you, sir.
All right. Thanks, boss.
This is the right one. Matrix PowerPoint presentation 99. All right. This should be the correct one. That one look familiar? Everybody can see my screen.
All right, through and check that pricing, whether we made the adjustment, because remember the pricing changed. The 99, I want to see the 99 slide. If you got the 99 slide, we're good to go. Just dial down a little bit, slide. Right there. That's right. Next slide. The one right before it. Right there. That's okay. We're good to go. Let's use that right now, and then we'll get the other one together later.
All right, I got you covered, boss.
Thanks.
All right, y'all. I saw the sevens in the chat. We coming in loud and clear. Let's do this. Who are we? We the people. Who are we? We the people. Welcome to We the People Economics, where real estate investing, ERC business funding, and referral marketing meets. Our mission is to increase the cash flow and the net worth of the families we touch by helping them reach their goals. Our company, We the People Economics, was founded in 2021, and we have an executive team with over 55 years of business and real estate experience. We are 100% debt free. I repeat, we are 100% debt free, privately owned company. We offer various real estate investing strategies, home buying assistance, ERC business funding, and a lucrative referral program. Real estate investing, you'll learn how to identify, negotiate, and close transactions using our deal finder. Our proprietary deal finder is a beast. Lease options, I love it. You're going to get goosebumps when you hear about lease options, and the fix and flip strategies to create immediate residual and passive income. Now let's see why everybody's so excited about We the People Economics. We just had our launch tour in Atlanta, Georgia. I got to meet the CEO, all the corporate staff, people I've talked to and seen and been in network marketing with, but haven't seen them physically in over 6+ years. So it was good to put faces to the voices. All right, these are the 3 ways with the compensation plan right now. Real estate affiliate, our deal finder. Residual income, starting in January when you want to build your team. So we're building now, so you can take advantage of that come January. And then our reoccurring matrix is what we call right now money. We call this the REI, real estate. And we got the cash flow. So here we go. Deal finder, you find it, we fund it, and you get paid. Did y'all hear that? You find it, we fund it, you get paid. Let me break it down a little further. You find it according to the parameters that we are going to give you. And then when you bring it back, we're going to fund it because you listened and got the formula and the education, and you're going to get paid. What will you earn? You see it, $1,500 to $5,000. We need to put a plus sign behind there because this is the minimum, y'all. It says $299 one-time payment plus $99 a month. What? Next slide. It's only $99 one-time payment with no monthly fee for the rest of the year. Y'all hear that? $99. You have no monthly fee for the rest of the year. So you get to get into your back office and learn this education over and over and over. So let's talk about the deal finder. You see this? Real estate affiliate. This is one of the ways that you can make money. This is the bread and butter of the company. The deal finder. We all know about those vacant homes down here for sale by owners. Nobody's living in these houses. They live in Florida. This house is in Chicago. Somebody live in Chicago. This house in California. They're vacant absentee owners. The grass is all high. They don't look pretty like this. That's how them lease option homes look. But they got grass, boarded up windows, and everything else. So we go in and we look. We find everything according to the formula that you will be taught, and all the videos are in the back office, and we do training 3 times a week. And so you will learn what we need, and you will know if you have a deal before you even submit it in your back office. So this is me, Richie Rich in the building, suit and tie with the vest on. Got my hair parted, right? I went ahead and found a house, did the numbers. The company said, you find it. I found it according to what they were looking for. They funded it, this $200,000 home. They bought it. What do I get? I get paid. So we're going to keep numbers simple. I like to start off with the minimum so we can under promise and over deliver. $1,500 is what the company just gave me for that. Boom. Also, the company did not wait until they fixed up the house and sold it and did the remodeling. No, once they bought it, I get paid that following month. Now, I brought in Wesley right here. Wesley on my team, y'all. I brought in Wes. Wes did the same thing. Wesley got $1,500 on his first deal. Since I brought Wesley in, the company gave me 50%. I received $750. Shoot, Wesley went out and picked up Johnny. Johnny went out there, did his deal. He got $1,500. Wesley got $750. What did I get? Since I brought in Wes and he brought in someone else, they gave me 25%. I got $375 off that deal. I did what I did. I just ran my mouth. told people how I'm making a little change, and they became a part of it. It's $99 one time, no monthly fee. Where else do they do that? You learn about lease options, deal finders. You got unlimited resources. The company is either going to back it with their affiliate investors or they buying it themselves. So if the deal is there, the deal will get done. Now, go back. See that? Now till December 31st. Now, residual income, top right, residual income. This starts when? Somebody put in the chat. When does this start? I need to make sure y'all paying attention because I don't want y'all to miss none of this. When I say this ain't that, this ain't that. When does it start? Well, if I don't get a comment, we going to end. Okay. I see the comment starting January the 1st, 2024. I just need to make sure everybody paying attention. I want y'all to get this. Now, when we do the team building, I brought 3 members in. What is bringing in 3 members? They came in at the $99 now. It's going to go up next month. It's going to go up again. So, but they coming in now because it's only $99. Why pay $199? Why pay $299? Why pay $399? Don't make sense. You can get in now for $99 and you get all of this. So you get 3 people come in, you're going to get $150 monthly for your residual monthly. Once those people bring people in or you bring more people in, don't matter. You got 12 people on your team. You're getting $600. Somebody please mute. You get $600 on your team. I mean, for your monthly residual. Somebody please mute. Somebody please mute. When you get 54 people, you're making $1,500. But our goal, our personal team goal as the leaders, and our leaders can only be leaders when we help our team elevate. Y'all better get down here to diamond. Wesley gonna be a black diamond. Sharon gonna be a black diamond. I'm gonna be a black diamond. Unique Billionaire gonna be a black diamond. Leanne gonna be a black diamond. All right, I'm telling you, Dwayne gonna be a black diamond. I ain't leaving nobody out, so forgive me. I'm 50 now, y'all, you know. So, diamond, that's the goal. $9,000 a month residual, 585 people. You didn't do all this by yourself, but shoot, you can. I'm a concert promoter. I throw themed events. I'll put this event together and put 1,000 people in the room. If 300 sign up, cool. I'll do it again. But I'm going to get to these numbers. Now, these are your pre-launch enrollments. As you see, it would have been $299. This is for your matrix, but I'm going to pause right here before I get to the next slide. Wesley, would you like to interject anything right now before I cue up the next PowerPoint?
No, I think well, just I'll do it segue again to say what I said earlier. As you listen to this, money should not be your burden. So I know we had people join after. Money is not your burden. Money is not your burden. We're going to show you why. We have a bank that's already willing to put the money up. All you have to do is say yes to the opportunity. So don't look at this as if, what is it going to cost me and all that. We're going to talk about that in a second. That's all I got. Thanks.
All right, y'all. We do have a new PowerPoint, but I'm going to go through this old slide, but just keep an open mind and don't look at all my reading, but it helps it easier for to explain on the visual. And then I'll go to the new updated slide that we just got today, and I'll run over. It's like 2-3 slides. I'll run over that, but I'm going to go back to the one that we were just on. All right, just 1 second here. All right, y'all. Here is the matrix. Now, I'm going to run through this real quick. Then I'm going to show you what you get for this matrix. Because a lot of people like, is this legal? Is this not legal? Man, you get over thousands of dollars worth of stuff for this matrix. What makes it illegal is when you don't offer a product. You get products with this, all right? So don't worry about any reading that you see here except $300 matrix completion and net income. And I'm going to break this down on another slide so you have an understanding. This is you. You need to bring in 2 people, Tony and Tina. This is your pay line right here. So whether you brought in Tony, Tina, Linda, Pete, James, and Kelly, or whether you brought in Tony and Tina, and Tony brought in Linda and Pete, and Tina brought in James or Kelly, it don't matter what combination has happened. Once this matrix fills up, This is your pay line. So let's look at these. Pete, James, and Kelly, they haven't hit your business yet. You just got you, Tony, and Tina. And Tony brought in Linda. As soon as Linda hits your pay leg, you get $230. It's the pay line. As soon as Pete come in, whether you brought Pete in or someone above you gave you some spillover, as soon as Pete hits this spot here, you get $230. Okay? It's going to your account. Tina came in off the gate. She came with her too. She wasn't playing no games. She brought in James and Kelly. James, she got $230. Boom. Over here, the $300 came in. She got a new matrix. This matrix costs $300 for this matrix. So when you first do this, you're going to end up with about $90 profit on your first go around. And then after that, this is all your money. $690 every time it fills up. $690. Now, going to this one, just pay attention to 600 matrix completion and the net income. And then I'm going to go to the new updated ones. Don't worry about all this stuff to the left or right. That's you again. That's Tony. That's Tina. Wesley brought in Linda and Pete. You ain't did nothing but brought in 2 people. Tina brought in James and Kelly. Now here we go. Linda, you got $460. Remember, you got $600 when Linda got to this matrix. You get $460 of it. Pete, you get $460 of it. James, you get $460 of it. Add that together, that's $1,380. Here we go again. This will be $600. So $600 does what? Buys you another $600 house. And it upgrades you to the $1,200 house that's coming up. All right, I'm going to tie it all in. I just want to run through this a little bit. So now this is matrix number 3, the $1,200 matrix. Same play. I don't care if you just brought in Tony and Tina and they ain't did no work. Let's say Sharon up here and Wesley up here, they bringing in powerhouses. These are empty spaces. They got to be filled in so everybody's cycling. But that don't mean don't bring nobody in because it ain't going to happen like that for you all the time. So here we go. Let me move this out the way I can't see. $990, $990, $990. Remember, you're getting $1,200. You get $990. $1,200 come over here. This is your re-entry for another $1,200 matrix. Now, this is where we was at 36 hours ago. This is where it stopped at. We begged, can we, because we see the vision. Can we add another house? At least another house. We want our team members to be, everybody on our team to eat. We want $5K a month minimum. And this don't have to be monthly. If you do this in 1 week, you make this. That means this house, if you got to the $1,200 house in 1 week, how many times you think you done hit the $600 house? How many times you think you done hit the $300 house? All right, y'all. I'm going to pause here and load up the new Matrix PowerPoint and explain it. That's why I said don't pay attention to this because they did it now. They did it so good where you're going to have full control of your money and then you're going to have options to do what you want to do with your money. This here was the automatics. So hold on 1 second. Any comments, Sharon or Wesley, while I queue up? Share screen. And I'm going to show you this slide of what you get for as joining the matrix. And then I'm going to share the new matrix PowerPoint. So let's slideshow. All right, from the beginning. As you can see here, 2x2 matrix packs digital product list. This is what you have access to when you join, pay your $299 when you upgrade. And yes, you can either come in for $99. I want y'all to understand this. This is separate. You have a matrix all by itself. That's all you want to do is just take your team and go ahead and blitz the heck out the matrix. You can do that. And we have a reduced entry fee for that only. But if you also like the deal finder, the residual income, lease options, foreclosures that are being added, lease options being added in September, foreclosures are probably being October, November. All these things, you to have access to all that, one-time payment of $99. All right. But if you just want to do the matrix, it'll be a separate fee for you, and I'll show that on the side. But these are all the things that you get offered in this. Crypto, gold, silver, and law of attraction pack. You get this, you can have access to this. Let me get to the next slide. You get gotta move the toolbar out the way. You get all of this here. Law of attraction audio library, the $1 Million Trials explained. You get to get the self-help audio library, goes through all of this. You get to get a special bonus from our CEO, Jonathan Seigler. He has this going on, National Association of Realtors. He's been doing this for over 30 years. He gives you this, and that's what it is. Price $299 one time, pay line commission $230 per sale, re-entry. So he's breaking all that down. You get all of this. So can't nobody say anything is illegal or anything. So you even get credit repair. So all this stuff is in here so you can fix your stuff. All right, I'm pausing to queue up the final PowerPoint.
Are you speaking, Rich? Because we lost you over there.
I'm sorry, one second. I'm pulling up the matrix PowerPoint. Did you hear me speak on the last one?
Yeah, you just had a long pause. I wasn't sure.
Okay,
My bad.
but you did hear me go through the last one about what we get for the matrix, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I will take a segue while he takes a pause to reach that next presentation. And I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. Money is not your barrier here, right? All you have to do is say yes. And we're going to show you how. I'm going to show you how you can use your own money to move at a rapid speed. But understand, you have the option. And we'll be talking about that in just a second. Because we do have a bank who is going through this. Attorneys have gone through this. The bank has gone through this. And they liked it so much, they have decided to put their money up to get you going. So this isn't us selling you anything. This is us showing you and giving you an opportunity to take massive action. So with that said, are you ready, sir? Yeah, I see you up. All right. We'll come back after the questions.
Okay, this slideshow has been brought to us. This is hot off the press. I mean, like within hours ago. So those that only want to do the matrix only, just you only, I'm speaking to you. It is a one-time administration fee. If you want to do the $300 house, it's $69. Boom. If you want to do the $600 house, it's $129. The $300 house is $199. And this here, we begged, we asked, we pleaded, and we got. Nobody has seen this but y'all. This is step 4. We have a $2,500 matrix that pays us $5,700 every time it cycles. All right, now you can read all this stuff. A member can join multiple levels if they want to in consecutive order, 1, 2, 3, 4. However, a member cannot upgrade and skip a level unless he upgraded for the previous level, one-time admin fee. Each house level is independent and optional. Each person must have 2 personal directs to withdraw. You will see that on the next slide, but just verbally explain it is you bring in a team A and a team B. Now, that next level is your pay line, like I showed you in the previous slide. So you must have 2 direct to you. If you only have 1 direct to you, on that second time we go around, you don't need to worry about no withdrawals yet till you fill that spot of having someone direct to you. The money stays in a holding tank for 30 days and flushes if you do not make 2 sales. So what that means is the money, the company's not shiesty. That money gonna sit there. You only got 1 direct and you need another one. So that money will sit there and you'll get it. All right. So I speak layman terms. So what I mean by layman terms, If I only got one direct and I gotta fill this spot and it's $300, but I got $1,380 down
Hello,
here waiting for me.
hello, boss. How are you? Hi,
How's it
guys.
going? Y'all mute for me,
I'm
please.
doing good, boss.
Doing good
Yeah.
too. Hold on 1 second. Thank you. So you got house rules: U, A, B, A1, A2, B1, B2. You follow your sponsor in the same level. Okay. So let's say this is Wesley. Wesley sponsored me. He signed up. I signed up. I'm here. Let's say Wesley sponsored Sharon. Let's say Sharon signed up here. That's Sharon. If you are on a higher level than your sponsor, you'll follow the next active person above you. When your sponsor reaches on that level, you will follow your sponsor. So let's say Wesley, he just came in and did the bare minimum, got 2 people, me and Sharon. Me and Sharon are go-getters. We ain't playing. We bringing in 100 people. So bam, we way over here, 2, 3 houses up. Wesley ain't caught up yet. So whoever is above Wesley, that's way over here. We're gonna follow them until once Wesley catches up, then we're gonna be back to Wesley because we locked in with Wesley. So, an example, if I'm gonna take my kids to Florida, and their mama don't want to go, okay, well, cool. Me and the kids, we neck and neck down here getting in Florida. When I come back, now I still got to be with their mom when we back here. If that makes sense, we caught back up to her. Now, this is house number 1. It costs you $299. You make $699. This is you. You brought in Captain A. You brought in Captain B. That qualifies you for commission. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me or are you muted? Put your questions in the chat and I'll make sure we get them all answered if you have a question. And I'll check the chat before I go to each slide. This is you. This is A. This is B. A brought in A1. A brought in their 2 people because they want to qualify. So they could be on the money line. When they qualify, what happens that? You get paid. B came in. You got go-getters. You know what I'm saying? I'm screening my people. I'm not just segmenting anybody. You know, I want my people to come in rocking. You coming in with 2 to 6 people out the gate. Let's roll. And I'm gonna help them people be ready. This is B. They came in B1, B2. So as soon as my go-getters bring their people in, I'm getting paid. Boom, let's go to me. They're just qualifying. But this is my pay leg. So I get $230. This is $300 that they paid. I get $230. $300 that A2 paid. I get $230. $300 that B1 paid. I get $230. B2 paid $300. What happens? I don't have to come out my pocket. It goes right here to buy me another $300 house, my re-entry for another $300 house. When you total this up, the next house is, I'm gonna just give you a sneak peek and I'm gonna go back. $600, remember? The next house is $600. So what does this do? 2, 4, 6, 30, 30, 30. This is $690. To buy your next house, it costs $600. So once you do this on the first time, your profit is what in the chat? Somebody tell me what your profit is in the chat. I need to make sure y'all paying attention. What is your profit in the chat? Drop your profit. Once you complete this whole full matrix, first time you bought a new matrix and you advance to the other matrix. Somebody tell me what they're saying in the chat. I can put the chat up side by side. Okay, there you go. $90. Yes. Thank you. Now, are we paid? We bought a whole new $300 matrix and we upgraded to the 600. So how much will we make once we do this one more time in cycle? Somebody tell me how much I'm gonna make off this house once it fills up again. Drop it in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. 690. Okay, I got some mathematicians on here. Okay, cool. I was robbing banks, so I didn't need to count math. So, but I'm doing the right thing now, right? I know some of y'all think that might have been a joke. Huh? All right, here we go. Now we're in house 2. Our $600 bought us house 2, 600. We still have, this house is still circulating over here, y'all. This is still filling up. We getting 690, 690, 690. We balling. You don't even have to move up. Let me go back over here, y'all, real quick. See, $69 to be part of this $300 house. You can stay there if you want to. You can get 6 in a week, 690. You get 6 in a month, $690. That's an extra income coming in. You can do this in a day. $690. You can do this 2-3 times a day. $690 times 3. This is doable every day. All right. Now when we upgrade, we at the $600 house. $1,380 every time. Let me go forward. So we at the $600 house. That's you. Your team followed you. They go getters. So A is with me. I still got Wes. Still got Sharon. You know, I mean, there. Okay, cool. Now more people coming in. Sharon may have brought this person in. I might have brought this person in. Wes might have brought this person in. Somebody above Wes could have brought this person in. It has to cycle. Spots have to fill up. No matrix can move until that spot is full. So wherever them people come from, it's in there. But just know if this is just you by yourself, this you coming in, you need to bring 2 to get a commission. You don't have 2, you can go ahead and log off the call because it's not for you. I mean, it's not for you. So this is $600. You get paid $460. This is $600. You get paid $460. This is $600. You get paid $460. This is $600. You get to purchase another $600 house. So this keeps going. 460 plus 460 plus 460 plus this over here. That was 1,380. Excuse me, minus this. This was 1,380. So your next house costs, give you a sneak peek. That's $1,200. Your next house. You made 1,380. 1,380 minus 1,200 leaves 1,180 left over. So you made $180 off this house on your first go around. The next time, and the next time, and the next time, and the next time, you'll make $1,380 off this house every time. Every time. If it cycles 3 times, that means you just went over here 3 times because you upgraded. Now we are at house number 3. Y'all got to look at this. That first house, we was in the projects. The next house, we kind of moved out a little, a little outskirt of the projects a little bit, Look, we got a little status. So now we in the suburbs, y'all. We in the suburbs. We doing good. We really got some status. Family's cool. My team's still with me because I ain't elevating. If I ain't move, my team moving. Because if my team moving, that means I'm moving. So that's how it's gonna be. So you get $1,200. They signing up. They paying $1,200. You get $920. You get $920. They pay $1,200. You get $920. They pay $1,200. Uh-oh. That $1,200 is gonna go to buy you a whole new house. Then you got $920, $920, $920. That's $2,760 is where you at. But what happened? This is where we stopped at on the last slide. Man, looky here. Let me just show y'all where y'all going. You got house 4, $2,500 is what this house costs. Let's go back. 920, 920, 920. 9 times 3 is 27. 20, 20, 20. $2,760. You make $260 profit off this house on the first go around. Boom. But every next time and time after, this is unlimited, y'all. This ain't no cap. We pushing this thing. We momentum. People coming in daily. People. International. And then our CEO has a plethora of his Rolodex that people are going to come in. I'm talking about top leaders. Leaders, I mean, we top leaders. Don't get us wrong. We done made a lot of money. We top leaders. But I'm talking about where he got people coming in with downlines of 2,000 plus coming in. Okay? So when they come in, he's so gracious for us to get on our feet and to help y'all get on y'all feet. Money is not an excuse. Y'all looking at, oh, it costs $1,200 again. It's a bank backing us. They see the vision. So they money good. And then you're going to look sexy to the bank when you get that little $300 loan and they say maybe pay $400 back or $350, $360, whatever your terms or agreements they give you. Boom. You finna cycle. You finna upgrade. You finna cycle again. Pay them people back. Boom. Now when you come back again, they're going to give you more. Your credit getting better. All right. So now we going to house number 4. Oh my goodness. $1,900. So $2,500 what it costs for this house. Every time this house fills up, you'll get $5,700. They pay $2,500, you get $1,900. Pay $2,500, you get $1,900. Pay $2,500, you get $1,900. He hasn't updated this slide because he got re-entry, but I'm so happy that I see this because what that mean? Our CEO, he's a little country boy, so they say gooder in the South. He said it only gets gooder. So if gooder a word to you, I made it a word to me right now because he added another slide, so it's getting gooder and gooder. So by this saying being a re-entry, as you see how it's going up, the next house might be a $3,000 house, or it could be a $5,000 house because you're getting 5,700 on this. So I would expect the next house to be like a $5,000 house, and that probably is going to pay out probably about what 78 or 80 something 100. So that's a good thing. But anyway, but as of right now, this wouldn't be here. It'd be 1,900. You're gonna make 5,700. You're gonna cap this whole house is what you're gonna get. And that's where we stop. And every time this recycles, you're gonna get 5,700. Let me see if there's another slide after this. This the house rules. Basically, you, A, B, A1, A2, B1, B2 re-entry. So this is, when you join, you got something where you can explain and put in the money. So there y'all go. If a person hasn't, let me read that. If a person hasn't personally referred 2 people, their payment, meaning all this money you was making, will go into a holding until they sponsor 2 people in 30 days, starting with the first commission. If you don't get that second person 30 days, that money's going to flush. So this spot was only $300. You got 690 coming. I'm going to make sure I got $300 to get my 690. I'm only making 390, but I'm making a profit until I get that taken care of. So let me double check any more things here. I'm going to check the chat for any questions or comments. Phone died, please send me recording. Let me scroll up through the chat real quick. Leanne, I see 90 new messages. When? Any questions? All right, well, if you want to comment, feel free to unmute your mic. Let me stop sharing. Raise your hand if you want to, but I mean, we all family on here. How you doing, Leanne? It's so good to see you again, young lady. That's what I'm talking about. Latasha, see you in the building. Janai. So anybody have any questions? Right? Okay, Stacy, 1 second. Go ahead, Stacy. You should be able to mute.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Thanks. So I was typing, but I wasn't typing that fast. So I said, let me just raise my hand. So thank you for the information, number one. Number two, the question is, so if I upgrade, let's just say I go from $300 to $1,200 house, then everyone else has to, because I'm going to continue to build, but do I continue to build at the people that come in at $300, or do they get to choose which level they want to start at?
No,
Correct.
well, everybody's going to start at that $300 level.
300.
So,
Okay.
right,
Okay.
correct. So that's going to build there, and it's going to keep going. In the previous slides that I was showing you, it appeared that automatically the company was going to take that and upgrade it. So in these slides that I showed you, it looks like the company is going to give you all your money, and then they're letting you know if you want to upgrade to the 600, then you can pay that 600 because you're going to get all your money. So
Give me 1 second.
yes,
I got to jump in here real quick. I'm sorry, but we just had our CEO, Mr. Jonathan Seigler, has just joined the call, and although he has not been able to hear the presentation, he was in a different meeting. I do, and again, you guys, there's going to be one more meeting tonight, right? That's going to happen in 2 hours. So that's going to be 9 Pacific, 11 Central, midnight Eastern. There will be one more presentation. But I wanted to stop real quick, even though Mr. Seigler has not had a chance to hear the entirety of the presentation that we've just given. He does know his company. He knows what we offer. He knows the excitement that's happening. I have some very powerful leaders here on this call. And I just really wanted to give him a moment to kind of speak to you guys so that you guys could also get to know who he is and why this company was founded and what the vision is for going forward. With that said, Mr. Seigler, are you able to unmute, sir?
I am unmuted. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Thank you for showing up, sir. Appreciate you.
Well, whenever I get a text from a guy named Wesley who's on fire and on his way up to a major promotion within this company, I figured I better jump on. It must have been something pretty urgent. So I'm here. Thank you all for allowing me to share a few minutes. I won't be able to be on long at all. I'm still actually spoiling my first love. That's my mom. I got a chance to be here in South Carolina for these past few days and celebrating her birthday. And I'm very, very thankful to God that He allowed her to overcome all of her obstacles to still be with us. So I won't be long because she's in the middle of getting her feet done now. No, I don't do the polishing of the nails, but I do give her a massage. She deserves it. Good evening, everybody, once again. Listen, I'm going to get right to the point. I love blessing people as much as I possibly can because I've been blessed. I'm a product of not knowing what my future was going to be, but running into the right person at the right time. Y'all, I'm originally from South Carolina. I live in Boston, Massachusetts, but I left home at the age of 15 in South Carolina to go to Philadelphia, where I was with my dad, and nothing but little tough times there in Philly. I'm so used to family and oriented atmosphere in the South Carolina, whereas Philly was the tough life of the tough streets. And so I've seen all kinds of sides of life. But you know what though? I had and I still have a praying mother. And sometimes y'all just please know this. You only need someone to believe in you for you to move forward. I want y'all to hear a real quick 5-10 minutes overview from me, and then I want y'all to go about whatever it is you were doing, which is learning about the program. And y'all, when I moved to Philadelphia, and I got to be 18, 19 years old, I was just a dishwasher at the Marriott. Just a dishwasher at the Marriott, cooking for, and then eventually cooking assistant chef and cooking for people like a guy named Larry Holmes and Shaka Khan and different people who came through the restaurant and shook our hands and say, thank you for preparing a good meal. And I thought that was going to be my lot in life. I had no clue, everybody. I need y'all to get that because some of y'all are going through struggles now. I've talked to quite a few of you over the past months. Just know this, your struggles don't last always unless you choose for them to. Somebody should write that down. Your struggles only last as long as you allow them to. You have to give struggles permission to stay in your life. I didn't say to come into your life, but to stay in your life. Again, y'all only hearing from an old country boy who was a dishwasher. And I could have been the best dishwasher the world has ever seen if I chose to be. But I knew I couldn't be a good dad and take care of my kid, my son at that time. I couldn't live that dream I had. How many of y'all, if you had a chance right now, somebody gave you right now an opportunity to dream again, and whatever you dream about can happen in your life. How many of y'all would dream again? Put dream again in that. I want us to be team dream again moving forward. Team dream. If you want to be a part of team dream again, put it in the chat. And if you don't, please, I want you to stay where you are. I don't convince. I don't do that. I do tell you the truth. If you want to dream again and want to do what it takes for that dream to come to life, I'm going to say a few things that's probably going to make some of y'all lose some sleep. I just want to see who wants to dream again. That's what I had to do. When I was a kid, if some of y'all, one of y'all, I don't know if you're on this call, somebody saw when I thought I was going to be a singer. I first started singing at the age of 13. And by the age of 15, before I left South Carolina, this big group, huge group of gospel singers heard about me, and they wanted me to be the opening act for their show. I thought I was gonna make it, y'all, and then mom sent me to my daddy. Yeah, so I let that dream go, y'all. I'm like, you know, and as some of y'all have seen over the years, I still end up finally getting with a guy named Jeffrey Osborne, and some of y'all may not know these people, Frankie Beverly, and I got a chance to sing. Now that's my love. Didn't make no real money, but that's my love. And then in my 40s, I sung for a guy named Louis Farrakhan at his big event. Um, Singing is my love. I was able to dream again, but I realized that wasn't what I was called to be. When I got a little older, someone made me know that I was given a gift to tell people the truth about they can have a better life. And for some reason, I'm not a professional speaker, y'all. I promise you I'm not. But I speak straight to your heart for those who have an open heart and want to have a better life. I have gone through some struggles for those who are going through some struggles. I have had friends and family turn their backs when you needed somebody to believe in you. Thank God for my mom. I know some of y'all have had hard times. I talked to, I'm looking at the people who are here. Some of y'all have told me it was tough paying your rent and your mortgage. And some of y'all was almost facing homelessness. Y'all know my story. 3 days after having $1 million plus in the bank, 1 year later, sleeping in the park for 3 days of my life. I am so glad today that I know what ugly life looks like, because if you're going through a tough time, I can show you how to go from tough time to 7 figures. Is there any let's say six, I'm going to start with six. Is there any 6 and 7 figure future earners on this call? Put it in the chat. You need to start speaking it into your life. I'm good. I don't live a rich lifestyle no more, but I'm okay. I got a little over 200 Bitcoin. That's not much to some of y'all, but it's okay. My kids, they all right, you know. And I got 9 homes. Nothing fancy. I don't have no palace, y'all. I promise you, I don't. Just I buy property. I don't keep cash. I've learned to do what the rich do. Thank God for, if y'all may know these names, Zig Ziglar, him and his wife, the first multimillionaire that took me under their wing, who introduced me to Robert Kiyosaki. Good God. I'm gonna leave that alone, because Robert's a little rough. He's a little rough, y'all. And then I'm doing a big seminar in Philadelphia with what he said. I had 400 people there to see me speak. And here's this giant comes through there because he heard I was in town. Don't know me from a can of paint, but thanks to Zig Ziglar, who called Robert Kiyosaki, ended up knowing that this guy named Tony Robbins was in Philadelphia, who actually walked in and saw me speak. He was there for what, 10 minutes, I think, 15 minutes, going to an event. Y'all, all I can show y'all is how to go from dishwasher to 7 figures. I have the blueprint, and I've been teaching people to do that now for almost 20 years. In the pandemic, I thought I was going to retire. I figured I'd pay my dues, and I was really done. At that time, I was 59, and I'm like, well, got back into working out and exercising and taking I got 2 little kids. The rest of my children are grown, 13 and 14-year-old. Well, I should be 14. He'll be 15 soon. And I just said, no, I'm gonna just let my kids enjoy life. Pandemic changed things. Some of my friends, just like yours, lost their lives, lost their bank accounts, lost their homes, lost their jobs. And I wrote what you hear today. I wrote a company when my son came to me after seeing a report on the news, and he had a tear in his eye, and I can never forget it. He said, Dad, what are we going to do for those people? Dad, they don't have a job. They don't have money. My son doesn't know today that I didn't sleep that night, and I started writing this thing called We the People Economics. I will not die and let my children know that their dad could have done something for hundreds, thousands, millions of people and didn't do it. So y'all, for 4 months, I wrote what you see. For 4 months, I wrote a program where I said, we the people control our money. We the people, y'all need to start knowing who you are. You are not somebody's working slave. I got it. I got it. I got it. We ain't got to go there. A lot of us got a job and not realizing though those who created that job will never give you the secrets so that you can build a company. They'll pay you just enough so that you don't go. They'll give you those small raises, but they tell their children, hey, kids, look down there. See all those people down there? All those people down there, they're going to have children, and their children are going to work for you because they have a plan. Well, you know what? I have a plan. I said, for the rest of my life, as long as I have the strength, I'm going to teach people what I've learned. I know how to build teams of tens of thousands of people, and I know how to make money on this thing called real estate. So I said, I'm not going to charge what I know the big players. I know who they are. We all hung out before. I know I'm not going to call their names, but y'all know who they are. They charge $5,000, $10,000, $80,000 to be a part of their programs. And they have their yachts and they have their helicopters and so on. I don't have no yacht. I ain't even never been in a helicopter. I'm scared to death a little bit. And I don't believe in charging people crazy money just so that I can live well. You know what I believe in? I believe in charging people something that everybody can afford. And then telling people, learn before you earn. If you're looking just to make a quick dollar, please don't join here. Even though you're going to see something where you can make incredible money. We just added something this very month. But I didn't write that initially. I didn't plan that for you. I want to make sure what you learn, when you learn something, you can teach it to your children, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews. Some of y'all can teach it to your moms and your dads, and you'll never go broke again. That's real estate. I didn't say real estate being a broker and an agent. I love my brokers. I love my agents out there, but I'm an investor. I'm going to teach y'all how to think differently. I'm going to teach you how when you see an ugly house, that means money. I'm going to teach y'all when y'all see a beautiful move-in ready house, that means money. I'm going to show you how you don't have to have a nickel in your pocket, and I can show you how to have $5,000 in your pocket in less than 30 days, and you was dead broke with real estate. That's real estate invest training. You're going to be an investor, but you must first invest your time to learn more so that you can really earn money. Now, or you can keep playing that game y'all been playing, jumping from company to company to company to company, and they never taught you the secrets of the wealthy. Wonder why. Y'all go to YouTube when I hang up and look up Robert Kiyosaki and watch the video where it says, they want you to be poor. Mm, mm. Robert Kiyosaki, y'all, the one that wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the one that buys gold and silver mines. He told the truth. They want you to be poor. Here's the sad part. This is gonna be rough, y'all. Y'all, those who know me, I don't know how to sugarcoat. Based upon what you're choosing to do, you want to be. Change your mind. Be willing. Put in the chat if you're willing, because I only want to work with people who are willing. I promise you, I will not try to pull you across the finish line. I will meet you at the 50. You will never be able to say you called me, and Jonathan never called me back. That's just not true. There's too many people on the call. They'll say that's just not true. Wesley called me on I'm gonna celebrate my mother's birthday weekend, and he just told me, Jonathan, I got some people on the call. Can you get on just for a minute? And I really hesitated. I said, brother, tell them to get. He's right here. He'll tell you. I sent him a text saying, hey, tell them to be on my CEO call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and whoever wants to hear me share something, I can share something. That wasn't good enough for Wesley. I'll talk to him one-on-one about that later. That wasn't good enough for Wesley. Wesley said, my people, he didn't say this to me. I could just be, based on his text, Jonathan, you just got a couple of minutes. In other words, I saw your text, Jonathan, but I'm going to cry out to you again. I got people who want to hear from you. He ain't say those words. He just said, man, just 5 minutes. Can you 5 minutes? I said to myself, man, that's the kind of guy I want to work with. He don't take no for an answer when it's time to give freedom to the people. We, the people, control our money. We, the people, can create our own economy. We, the people, must love other people and be coachable so that once you learn, you can teach. Once you teach, you can reach. And if we just reached enough and we taught enough, you will never have financial issues again. So if you're on this call just needing microwavable money, which you never got before, but you think that's the way to go, I promise you, I'm not the guy you want to work with. But if you love people for real, for real, for real, and you say, you know what, this man ain't charging not even 10% what these other people charge. I don't need your money. Y'all know my call. I need your testimony. I want you to tell people what you learned in 3, 6, 9 months, what they don't teach you in 2, 4, 6 years of school. And in 9 months later, you can have a financial baby that'll bless you and your children forever. That's right, Rich. I like that. Testimony. Real estate investing is what I'm going to teach you. But we got something that we just added because I got it, y'all. I must admit, I didn't think about this initially when I wrote this. Some of y'all have told me over the past few months, Jonathan, man, I know we studying real estate, man, but the money ain't coming fast enough, man. We got these bills. Can you do something to help us, man? We get that money now. We're facing hard times. We added something called REI cash flow. It's like a matrix. I want to tell y'all something, but I'm not going to do it tonight. You're going to hear what we just added today. 9 o'clock tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody knows the link, so if you're a guest on this call, you better make sure they get you. You better make sure they get you that link. Now I'm gonna give y'all a tip. If I were you, I mean, you ain't gotta listen to me. What do I know about making money? If I were you, I'd text at least 100 people to get on that call tomorrow. Because tomorrow night, in my humble opinion, may be the biggest night you've ever had financially in your life. Now, you can play with that if you like. God bless you. I wish you the best. But there's somebody on this call that's been praying for breakthrough, that had me taking care of my mother half of the day and asking and praying, really, what can I offer the people so that they can at least make $50,000 to $100,000 before December 31st? And I thought about this for hours and hours and hours. And it just hit me. My director of marketing don't even know what I just wrote. The VP doesn't even know. My co-founder doesn't even know. Y'all, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I would get everyone you love and those you may not love, but you know you're supposed to bless them anyway. The more people you bless, ye shall be blessed. That's all I'll say for now. It's your time. What you gonna do about it? Wes, the call is back to you.
All I'm gonna say, I mean, hold on. Having technical issues here. You know, it goes to the foundation of who we are. I mean, you guys have had a chance to really just hear Mr. Seigler's heart, and it really goes to the foundation of everything we offer. Man, you've never seen an opportunity like this. Like, I don't care what, and if you say, well, it sounds like similar, send me the link. If you're on this call right now and you think you know of a company that comes close, I don't care if it's halfway what we do. Send me the link. I want to see it. I mean, honestly, the passion and the spirit of our CEO speaks to who we are. And I want to highlight that point. And I want to talk about some of that, what I just saw in the chat. One thing I can tell you right now is we're laying the foundation for something special, awesome, wonderful, and beyond different. We have a saying in our company is, this ain't that. Whatever you've seen in network marketing, in affiliate marketing, the backbiting, the sneaky crap, whatever you've seen, this ain't that. Any company you've struggled with before, you don't know if it works for you, this ain't that. Ingrain that in your mind as you listen to it. I always say, look at what we're saying to you and consider that glass half full, because I can tell you it's already 3/4 of the way full. We are here for you. We have so many leaders on this call. I don't like to list names. I'm sorry, you guys, but what happens, I start listing names and then I forget somebody and I feel bad about it. So I'm just going to say to you this. We have a community of leaders who will pour into you, who will give you everything we have to make sure you're successful. This is a spirit that is born from our CEO. And let me show you what I mean. I'm going to dive right into what I mean, right? Mr. Seigler literally spent his own money to launch this company. No bank loans. He didn't call on anybody else. He dug in his own pocket to make this vision come true. So we're 100% debt-free company. Now, you say, think about that. Let's just be base about this, right? If you had spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in your own money, your first objective, especially as an investor, would be, what is my return on investment, right? And I highlight that with that voice because I know I use voices. People say, Wesley, your voice is the crazy. But the point is, many people have joined this company. They paid $370 to join. Many others have had the opportunity, such as myself. I paid $130 to join. There are others who paid $70 to join. We're offering to you for $99. Why am I missing listing those prices? I'm going to go into why I list those prices in a second. But here's what I'm saying. When I hear somebody join this company and they spend, in this case, $99, you say, well, how long is it going to take me to make a profit? How long will it take for them to make $2 million? If anybody should be looking to make a return on their investment, it might be Mr. Seigler, who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars of his own cash. But what has he done? He has laid the groundwork for what he chooses to see. And let me be clear. Hey, you will hear him say it. And he kind of summed it up at the end. We're not begging you here. This is not that. This is not one of them things where we're selling you on the idea. That's not what we're doing. This is not some sales pitch. This is a different kind of opportunity, a different kind of Zoom call. Because here's this. You know, I don't mind if I invite 100 people to the call and 90 people don't sign up. I don't mind at all. I promise you I don't. I really don't. I don't want to deal with 90 people who don't get it. I'd rather deal with those 10. And let me show you why. We're talking real estate money. See, in another opportunity, I might need that 100 to stick around so I can make 20 off that one and 25 off that one. And, I get a $50 fast start here. But see, I don't want to be divided with my time and energy dealing with 90 people who are struggling. I'd rather deal with that 10 people who see the glass is 3/4 of the way full and they, hey, Wesley, how do we fill this thing up? See, because every deal they do, they're making thousands and so am I. So why chase $20 here, $50 there, $30 here, when I can work with 10 people and make hundreds of thousands of dollars? See, this ain't that. So as you guys hear this opportunity, understand it. 2 or 3 things are happening right now. And this is why we're here. Mr. Seigler literally put his money in. He has not chased his profit. Like, the company is not profitable. He has not earned a red penny. In fact, I might get the blame for it, but part of it is that, we've kept asking for promotions to help put this thing in front of more people. And in doing so, Mr. Seigler's had to reach in his pocket to keep the lights on, to keep the company going, because we're not generating enough to even cover the cost. But gracefully, he understands, like I just said, it's not about the people who come and go. Imagine if 10,000 people join the opportunity, but only, say, 500 of them stick around. learn real estate, and begin to bring in houses. Now, those 500, who cares about the 9,500? I mean, hey, God bless their soul. I wish them well on their journey. But that 500 people starts to bring in properties. And we're able to help those people become successful six-figure earners. As those 500 people begin to do their work and those houses begin to move, now Mr. Seigler will see a benefit beyond benefit. So it's not about the 9,500 who struggled, who got impatient, but gracefully he understood that too. And, you know, not without notice. So he understood that. He said, Wesley, what can we do to help people make some fast money? People want fast money. Let's give them something. Give them some fast money, because real estate ain't fast money, right? Let's just be clear. Don't come in thinking you're going to make 10 million overnight. That's not what real estate does. In any real estate deal, it takes time. There's multiple parties involved. We have to have property assessors. And now, truly, you get paid at the time that the deal is closed, when the owner receives payment. You don't have to wait until the company refurbishes the house and resells the house to make its profit. The company will pay you as soon as the deal is done. But in order to give people some fast right now money, because, you know, and I'll talk about the real estate industry and all that and where it's, well, I might as well say that now. We talk about Robert Kiyosaki, right? And you guys have seen, many of you guys have seen the post that I put up where Robert Kiyosaki has an 8-minute video. He talks about how he made more billions in 2008 than ever in his life. At a time when the bottom fell out of the market, when many real estate investors, including our CEO, right, went bankrupt, Robert Kiyosaki was prepared. He saw what was coming. And he made more billions in that time than ever before. It happened then, and it's happening again now, even worse than it was in 2008. What does that mean for us? It's going to be a feeding frenzy. Some of you guys have heard me give the analogy of having an orchard. And I like that example, so I'm going to use it again here. What's happened is, as that feeding frenzy of foreclosures becomes available, you have to know how and when to seize a deal. So what we're doing right now is we're basically teaching you to have the eyes for the deal. We're giving you the Kelly Blue Book of housing. So that you're not, oh, this looks like a good house. That looks good. No, we don't want you doing that. We want you to know what you're looking at. So it's like picking oranges. We're preparing you to pick the oranges before the orchard becomes ripened. We can't wait until the orchard becomes ripened and then say, okay, let me show you. Because you have to be ready to charge the market as it begins to happen, right? So that's where we are. So it's not a rush play. We're preparing you. We're schooling you, because when that market, when the bottom falls out, it's going to be a freedom. When the orchard becomes ripe, it's going to be a feeding frenzy. So that's kind of where we are. So that's the one part. Understand? When you look at your return on investment, $99. I mean, I like I say, be patient, learn what you're looking for, and understand timing is everything. The company's not going to go rushing into a deal right now just to be able to prove they can do a deal. And then 2 months later, that $300,000 house is only worth $240,000. Bad investment. Who would do that? When you know the market is about to shift, but be ready so that you can seize that moment. That's who we are. That's what we do. The matrix comes into play. Man, I can't begin to tell you the amount of excitement that matrix has generated. You know, and I don't know if Mr. Seigler has time. He can jump back on and talk to you about, you know, how much he did and how fast he was able to earn money. And then we have Sharon on the call as well, who can talk about her experience in one of these matrices. Why is that important to you? That matrix is a fast money moving machine. And again, as I speak to you guys, we're not asking you to pull out your pocketbook just yet. So please hear what I'm saying. That matrix is a fast money moving machine. And I like the fact that the company will withhold your payments for 30 days, giving you the time that it takes to bring in your two. That is important. And I don't know if Mr. Rich has a chance, but I might pull that slide up for me, Rich. Any one of those slides. I just want to see that structure right quick. Just any one of them, because I want to point out something here.
Yes, sir.
This is very, very important. And you guys, man, I don't know, man. Let me just say this. Let me pull it. Yeah. Okay. So understand something. Let's say you are at the top there. You did your part. You brought in A and you brought in B. You did your part. You haven't earned a dime. So what if you brought in A and A says, well, can't bring anybody. I don't know how this stuff works. Everybody I talk to don't want to do it. Man, this is overwhelming. It's too much. Man, you can't bring two people to an opportunity to earn thousands of dollars when you have the bank also back. We'll get to that in a second. The bank back. But then my point is this. If you did your part, don't you want some pressure placed on A to do their part as well? I mean, you don't want to keep begging A to tune in. A says, well, I got to take the grandkids to school, or my car just died. I'm sorry, I got to get a muffler. Oh, I don't have time to post. I don't post stuff on my social media. Don't you want A to do their part as well? Because when A does their part, you get paid. If A doesn't do their part, then here you are sitting there like, man, what's going on? You're feeling like a victim. You're not a victim of the company. You're not a victim of the matrix. You're a victim of having recruited A who chooses not to tune in. So we put a little pressure on A to say, look, your commissions are here. You can see them in the back office, but you will not receive payment until you do your part for the family and bring in your two. And then most importantly, right, we get to the point. It ain't like you got to go beg and find two that's rich and can afford it. We got a bank that's willing to loan your two the money to get involved. Now, you do not want to bring in your son and your daughter. Those that's thinking that, don't do it. I'm telling you now. Let's just get that out your head. Not unless you're a bigger builder, then hey, you do what you want. But because if you bring in your son on A and then your daughter on B because you couldn't find two, guess what you just did? You just stalled everybody. Because you were trying to be slick and greedy. If you couldn't recruit two for yourself, how are you going to recruit four for your son and your daughter? See what you just did? You overwhelmed the system and you slowed it down. And well, again, we're not begging people to join this. This ain't that. I'm telling you right now. I tell you in a heartbeat, if you don't want to build, you're not into recruiting, you don't know how. Well, if you don't know how, we got you. If you're the kind of person who says, well, yeah, I want to do this and I just need to know how and I'm willing to put in the time and the effort, then don't worry. Yes, don't join. We will help you. We have so many leaders that will pour into you, that will jump on Zoom calls, that will help you. Remember, I like what Mr. Tiger just said. We will meet you at the 50-yard line. Matter of fact, I'm going to meet you. I'm going to go a little further than the boss. If you come 40%, I'll give you 60. But if you think you're going to sit there and we're going to do it for you, that ain't happening. You're going to watch that spillover go up under you, and you're going to watch people earning money all around you. So it's up to you. If you say, well, I don't know if I can do it. If you're struggling, if you still see this thing as half empty, please don't join. Please don't join just to get the spillover. Don't do that to people. And don't put in your son and daughter, install everybody, all right? But I will say, if you tap in and you plug in, man, and I want to be clear about this because I want to go back to where I began. Thanks for that, Rich. I want to go back to where I began. We are building something different here, unlike anything I've ever seen before. And we only want people in the company that capture our vision. And I mean that. So if you're the kind of person that brings negativity with you, we're not looking for that. And I don't want to feel like I'm attacking anybody, right? And I know we got some big leaders here and so forth. Bigger leaders than I myself are on this call right now. And I know, what I'm telling you, we have built a world of love. I'm going to tell you, Mr. Bitcoin Seigler, that's my boy. He is not in our organization. No way. I'm not in his organization. No way. And there's other leaders here too as well. But what I'm showing you is we love each other for real. Like, you guys always hear me say, love the people. And it's a big and. Love what you do, the rest comes easy. What we have created here is a world full of love. We all rock with each other. We support each other. We do not support the cross recruiting. So if any of that crap takes place, any of that negativity, I'm going to tell you something. Mr. Seigler will ask you to leave the company. We're not looking for that here, man. We want to have fun. We want to make money. And hear this. Nobody is looking to make a profit until you do. That's what's exciting about this moment for me, right? And what happened, and I think I'm clear to say, I didn't get in trouble last night, so I don't know if I'm in trouble yet. But I don't know. I'm always in trouble with that. I can't help it. But, the banks froze our accounts for 9 days. Just say stop if I go too far, Mr. Seigler. But the banks froze our accounts for 9 days. They wanted to see exactly what it was we had, what it was we were offering. The attorneys went through our entire structure, right? And we didn't know what that meant. We didn't know what that meant. But here's why it's so exciting for me. The banks went through our accounts. They went through our back office. They saw everything we had. And they were so captured by the vision of Mr. Seigler, who was not trying to make a profit off the people until the people saw a profit. Wow. And I'm going to just be clear. I want to say this part. They were so enlightened by what they saw that they joined him on that vision to say, you know what? They are willing to put the money up to help more people to capture that vision, and that they themselves would not look for a profit until the people got a profit. You've never heard anything like that before. And on top of that, let me just be clear. For you guys talking about return on investment and value, I can name over and over different companies. I've talked to many of them. I can tell you a lot of the comp plans. I can give you a lot of the breakdowns. They are constantly calling me, wanting to recruit me. And I listen. I like to learn. Like, okay, what do you offer? How much does it cost? What do I got to do? What does the comp plan look like? I listen to people. There's nothing out there like this. Everywhere you go, just to learn the initial formula that there's a lot more coming, but just that one formula that they teach you, on average, costs you $1,500 to $2,000. Most packages run upwards of $20,000, right? Hear what I'm saying? To learn what we teach. Why? Because there's so much money in real estate. And you know what they tell you? Well, if you really see the value, you'll sell your firstborn. You'll sell your house. You'll sell your car. You're going to make the money later down the line. But what did Mr. Seigler do? He said, no, I'm not going to have you guys do that. You don't have to worry about your credit score, right? You don't have to sell your house. You know, he says, I'm going to put the money up. I'm going to pay them. You find a good deal. I'm going to spend my money to purchase that house. And I'm going to pay you for bringing me the deal. Again, not looking for a profit until you earn one. Because even then, he has to take that house and he has to get his contractors in there. They got to refurbish it, and then they got to put it back on the market. He's not earning a dime until those steps are done. You already got your money and went on about your business. So again, I'm going to read the chat, making sure let me make real quick, and then I do want to segue. I'll meet you.
I've been
So,
on it. I read it. You good?
Everything good? Okay, good. Thank you for that. So my point is this, guys. And yes, we are international, right? International. I have some big leaders on here that's worried about the international approach. Now, I do want to highlight some points here. Please hear me when I say this to you guys. Now, I'm going to be doing another call. I got one more call. Whoa. We got another call in an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so we got to wrap this one up so we can start promoting for the next one. So here's what the points that I want you to take away. These are your takeaways. Number one, if you are on this call and you've heard something, if you're a guest on this call, let's do this first. If you're a guest on this call and you think you like what you heard, put a 5 in the chat for me, please. I just want to see who I'm talking to. Right? But now, importantly, this is what I want you to do. I do not want you to join right now. I'm not asking you to take anybody's link. I don't want you to join at all right now. And I know some people are like, Wesley, hold up, man. Don't tell people that. No, but here's what I want. See, I want people to win. I really want you to win. So I'm not looking to sell you on an idea. I do not want you to join right now. I'm going to repeat myself. Here's what I want you to do. Each of you, if you put a 5 in the chat, if you're a guest on this call and you put a 5 in the chat, what I'm begging you to do for your own success, because I'm telling you, I've hit some massive companies, massive ranks pretty fast. What you want to do is, as soon as this, right now, actually, it's the same link, start putting it out there. In an hour and 15 minutes, we're going to be right back here. Here's what you tell people, and you can type it any way you want. You can quote me verbatim. I think I found something that sounds pretty cool. I'm not sure if I want to join yet, but I would appreciate it if you would jump on a call and tell me what you think before I make a decision. Right? You can paraphrase it however. I think I found something pretty cool. I do not know if I'm going to join yet, but I appreciate it if you can jump on this call in 1 hour to give me your thoughts. Because here's why I say that. A lot of times you spend your money, you get into an opportunity, and then you're so excited, but then nobody wants it, nobody please. Why come in alone? Because if you do what I just asked you to do, and let's say you only bring 5 people back, and then I'm going to tell them the same thing, because we're going to do another call probably tonight or tomorrow. I don't know whenever. I know my leaders are like, Wesley, you going crazy. Well, we're going to do more calls. So my point is, if you bring in that 5 and they say, yeah, I like it, guess what? When you sign up, you already got 5 people. You already got 10 people. See, I'd rather for you to do that and put yourself in a position of success than to get in this and then feel overwhelmed. Wesley, it's not working. No, I don't want to hear it. Honestly, I don't. I only want to work with the willing. You say, Wesley, I need help. I'm in. I don't know how to build, but I would love to learn. Man, I got you. You good. But I need to know you did your part, because that's one of the questions I'm going to ask you. Did you contact anybody? Well, no, I already know. They already don't want to do it. They've already been through too much. Well, you're doing too much thinking. See, if you don't do your part, don't ask me to do mine. But I got you if you do. All right. So now I'm going to end this because we got to wrap this up because we got to get ready for the next call. And I got some promoting to do. I got some more people I want to talk to. So I'm going to say this to you guys. Let's talk about money. You have heard me say it won't cost you a dime out of pocket in order to journey this opportunity. And you have that option, especially for my internationals. I know things are a little tight. Money is different in Australia and other places. I get it. But here's what I'm going to say to you is this. Please hear me. Hear me out. Listen to me well, because this seems to be the one point that people get a little confused about. I would suggest to you, find the money and pay for yourself. I would suggest to you, find the money and pay for yourself. Let me show you why. Number one, you don't have to have the overhead of the loan. But more importantly, your link is not accessible until after your account is active. Hear me. So let's say, well, I don't have the whole thing right now, Wesley. It's a little rough. Pay the $99 at least. Sign up to be a member of the Real Estate Opportunity. And then we can work towards helping you get the loan to get into the matrix at a later point. But at least your link is active and you can start to put people in. If, and I know many of you guys are doing this, you're registering an account and you're not paying for it yet, you're going to wait for the loan in order to fund that account. Well, your link won't be accessible until that account is funded as well. And we do have a little bit of a delay. We're waiting for the announcement on Thursday, waiting for the final details. And so that's going to be time that you have to wait, and which is no problem. But for you guys, I would say create a chat, put your on paper who your directs will be, and write it out, because you won't have an accessible link, but at least you know who your directs will be, so that as soon as your account is funded, you can start to send out those links and then have those people do the same thing. Because here's this. You will only receive the loan if you have 2 people. If you have 2, the loan is for you. So we're not looking to loan the money to somebody and they come in and they just feel overwhelmed, don't want to do nothing. So if you're going to be one of those persons that's going to want a loan, you want to find at least 2. And I'm going to tell you, really, to be honest, straight up, you want to find 6. Go for 10. That way, as soon as your account is funded, you got 10 people coming in under you. That's going to put you in a position of massive success, right? But if you don't have at least, all you got is 1 person that you're going to get to, I'm going to ask you, please, don't join. If you think you're going to put your son and daughter in here and think that's going to work out for you, don't join, please, because you're going to hold everybody up. And I don't like to see victims. I don't like to see people take a loss. I'm telling you, this is not magic money. And I don't want you to come in thinking you're going to steal spillover from somebody else who's really working and trying to build to a life difference. If you're the person who's just overwhelmed by life and just can't see if this is going to work for you and you're not willing to do the work, please do not join. Now, again, I'm going to encourage you all, pay the least the $99. If I were you, I would pay the whole thing. I would pay the $99. Once you pay the $99, you'll then go in and you upgrade and pay the $300. That's what I would suggest. Now, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to get you guys all prepared for success. We're going to be right back here in, looks like an hour. I might try to eat breakfast right quick, but we're going to come right back here. Now, I do want to take any questions that you guys might have. Where does the money come from the fourth person? All right. Okay, so I see
good.
Rich got
I
that.
got everything.
Awesome sauce. Appreciate you, boss. Man, I love, man. You just don't know. I got these leaders over here is praise. It's like, man, it's so special. I'm
Hold
telling
on
you,
one
man.
second. 1 second. We do got a new question. I'm gonna let you answer that.
And Carletta,
Can my new guests that have two get the loan or just current members?
Any and everybody can get it all the way down. As long as your two new guests also present with two new guests that they're going to have, then they qualify.
okay, so Wesley, Carletta
Yes.
has her hand up, but I have a question because
Okay.
I've been hanging out with you for 2 days and I'm about to do the Wesley. Is it maybe possible that you could ask that it could be a way that the people, because they're gonna have to show that they have the two people. Could it be a way that these people could be put in the back? I understand that the funding, is delayed, whatever. I understand that. But could it be a way that in the back office that the people can line up so that the company can see them instead of on a piece of paper and people just saying, okay, I got two people, that we visually can see these two people already aligned up? Because you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that way the company can see an email, a telephone number, a person actually than a piece of paper saying, "Oh, we got people," and then they don't really,
Well, I'm gonna say this. I love your question. I hope you in trouble though, Mr. Seigler.
What's up? What's up? I've been hanging out with you. You done rubbed off.
Right. That'd be.
I'll answer that for you. First of all, y'all got me so excited. I tried to get off this thing. Every time I push the button to get off, I start hearing more stuff, and I'm like, man, somebody better send me a link. Sign me up. You got me a little excited there, y'all. Great question, Sharon. Um, People have so my corporate team actually has posed that question day before yesterday. I will be speaking to. I got a call, which is totally. I did not expect this. I got a call approximately. I think it was 9:40 this evening. I shouldn't say a call, an email. 9:40 this evening. I will have the answer. It won't be Thursday now, y'all. They're meeting with me tomorrow now. Y'all have an answer by Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Wow.
So it's just, yeah. So when people check you out and they see your company and they see what you are, they don't listen to some trainings. I got an email that's messing my brain up. They're saying you train people with all this information and you're only charging $369. And I'm like, I didn't respond. I'm just reading the email. So I just sent it to my co-founder, and he's like, man, Jonathan, you said we're gonna make over 8 million this year. We're gonna make way more than 8 million. Some of y'all gonna get a part of. I ain't gonna tell you that just yet. There's some leaders on this call. Just understand, some of y'all should know what I said from the beginning, and I say the same thing. It doesn't change. As you grow, as you help others win, unlike any other company that I've been in my 30 years in this space, not one CEO offered me a quarter of a share of the company. Even if I would have had to pay 10,000 for a share or 20,000 for a share, I just wanted to be a piece of that. I wanted to have a piece of that company to own for my children and children's children. Not one company offered me that. Some of you, clearly, what I've seen, I got a 6 month. I watch people for 6 months to see what they do, y'all. I don't get impressed right away with just talk. I watch what people do. Anybody can talk. I watch what you do. But just know this from me. You don't have to wait to see it or hear from someone else. Some of you will be having the opportunity to have a share or two, up to 3 shares of this company. First year projection on the low side is right around 8 million profit. Second year projection is right around $26 million profit and so on. And y'all are very conservative with it. Yeah. You can't get 4 shares there, brother. I ain't gonna offer that to nobody. Only one got beyond that is Mr. Terry Randall. You never know. God might open it. You never know.
But I'm gonna just tell y'all this just so that y'all will know. 55 shares are staying in the house because it's gonna be belong to my children's and the children's children. But just know that something big is happening. But tomorrow I will know the answer as far as exactly what the bank will give, what the stipulations are, and so on. So you will hear the details tomorrow night. As far as someone thinking that they can bamboozle us by saying, I got my two, so I want to. Let me pause. Y'all, yeah, some of y'all know about my course, The Power of the Pause. I pause before I say certain things, so that way I won't say the wrong thing. Um, for those who are new, bless you, bless you. I'm so glad you took some time to be here tonight. Just some of y'all have worn the shirts and created the shirts. This ain't that. Just know this, please, please. Those who believe that they can finagle, bamboozle, uh, mislead. I got my two, but they don't. But they want the loan, which will be taken back. I mean, so we can't be played. So we don't have to, we won't put something in place, Sharon, that really can't be enforced. I know what you mean. What can be enforced is if Bob comes in and he says, okay, I got my two, they're coming in as well, and Bob solidifies that, that's all good. Bob comes in, we noticed that 24 hours went by, the 24 hours went by, and we noticed the two did not come in. Bob's account would be on freeze until the two come in. Y'all with me? Make sure everybody heard that. Everybody heard that? We good?
Yes, sir. We heard that loud and clear. They will be on freeze after Bob has not produced two people when he joined and got a loan in 24 to 48 hours. They will freeze his account.
It's just as simple as that, y'all. So it would not be good just to waste time. First of all, we're gonna give y'all, write this down. I got some great people. Y'all good with y'all fingers and know how to type this stuff quickly. We're giving you the text messaging that we advise you to use. It only helped me build 92,000 people. Um, we're creating a flyer that we advise you to post. If somebody can't enroll too from what they're gonna see in the text and the flyer, well, I mean, you know, um, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That'll be, but Wes says something that if I didn't know better, you know what? I hate to do this. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. This guest on here, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna just show y'all something. There's no way Wes knew this. There's no way Wes knew this. I'm gonna show y'all. Can y'all keep a secret? Can y'all
I
keep a
sure
secret?
can't.
Because
Yes,
if it
sir, I
gets out,
can.
if it gets out before tomorrow night, everybody on this
Yeah.
call gonna be held accountable. If y'all can't keep a secret, I ain't gonna show you.
Show
Who can
us.
keep it?
Come on,
We can keep
show
a
us. We
secret.
ready?
Hold on a second. Let me put some light over here.
Y'all
All
give
right.
him
All
share the
right now,
screen,
y'all.
brother.
I'm in straight up chill
You
mode
already
now.
know I can.
Ain't no suit on. Ain't no suit
Okay.
on now. So
Got
hold
got
on
the
a
robe
second.
on. That's cool.
No, I ain't gonna do that, but it's close to it. All right, hold on a second. No, give me a minute. I'm gonna. Wes said something that messed my brain up. How in the heck could he know this? He couldn't know this. That tells me this brother here, he been there before. Well, let me see first of all. Hey y'all, how y'all doing out there? Everybody good? Everybody well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yes, yes.
I don't. My son gave me this phone. See if I can flip this. I'm gonna just turn the phone around if I don't know how to flip this. One second. Just bear with me, y'all. See if I can turn the screen so y'all can see my desk here. I can't do it, so I'm just gonna
Try double tapping it first. Try double tapping the
double
screen.
tap, 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 tap.
Okay. When
No,
you
it
touch
just
the screen, you'll see something that has a camera with a reverse in it. So when you touch
yeah,
the
it don't.
screen,
It don't. Just got the camera with. If I push it, it'll block me out. That's all. I'm just gonna turn it around. And tell me if y'all can. You know what? I'm gonna move it over here. This might help. By the way, y'all, I need y'all to see. I'm up here getting it in. Y'all, this is how many people from my 92,000 I'm gonna text. Y'all better get moving. Y'all
mm,
better get. That's a professional script that some of y'all gonna be using. I rewrote it. A professional script. I'm gonna teach y'all how to do your grand opening and how to at least enroll 20 something people. Y'all don't understand. I'm gonna make sure you win. But I got something gooder for you.
Gooder. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let me give y'all see it, but nobody be seeing. This don't make sense. But who y'all? Who y'all? I'm gonna point to something now. What date do y'all see that? That's yesterday, my mama's birthday. Y'all see that? Can y'all see it?
Yes, yes, sir.
I'm gonna move to the left. That's $230 payout for the first matrix is how much, y'all?
690.
Second matrix, how much do you make?
1380.
How about the third
1380.
matrix?
2760.
The one that we are going to add, which is the $2,500 matrix. How much do you make on your matrix?
5700.
How much do you make if you just close one matrix of each of those one time of each of those matrices? How much did you make?
10,530, sir.
10,530.
I ain't that bright.
In 1 week.
Oh no, I got a person right now. Oh no, brother. I got somebody from out. You see that list over there that I had 92,000? Y'all see that list right there?
Yes, sir.
I got a brother I just spoke to 2 hours ago.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, he did that today. He did that already. He's just waiting for me to put him in tomorrow.
Okay, he put him up under me, right? He going up under me, right? Okay.
Yeah. All you new folks, y'all see, y'all better not say that now because they don't know about this in the company yet. Look at this now. 6 people. Wes said, y'all better, if I was y'all, I'll get, how many people did he say?
6 people.
Because if 6 people got the loan for just the top 3, I didn't say that for the 2,500, the bank don't know about that one yet, so I don't know if they'll cover that. But they'll cover them first 3, which is what? 300, 600, and 1,200, yes?
Yes, sir.
That's 2,100. That's 2,100, right? Y'all ride with me?
That's all we need.
Okay, so if you got 6 people who got 2,100 that paid for them, look out now. One time, check this out. How much did
$4,830.
wait a second, wait a minute. But I'm teaching y'all tomorrow the promotion. I'm gonna tell y'all in advance. It's gonna be something special for he or she in the month of September. The bank is only giving this in September. They're gonna see how that goes, if they extend it. So in other words, y'all got 1 month to make. If you got what Wes said, if you help 6 people, oh, I don't know how he said that number, because if you help 6 people get that little loan, right? You help 6. I said, you know what? If you did that 5 times, that's 30. Is that 30 people, y'all? My math okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 6
Yep.
times 5 is 30.
30 people that you brought in the month of September. How much did you make?
$24,150.
$24,150.
But wait a minute. Look at this. Look at it. Can somebody plus will somebody read it for me?
We'll
We'll
celebrate
celebrate
your
your
business
business
pre-launch
launch
with
with a 5,000
bonus check.
bonus check. Wow.
Ding, 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 ding.
So now y'all play if you want to. Some of y'all gonna make 30,000 in your first month. Some people gonna think this is gonna it ain't rolling over until October. That's the bank. So you can use the bank's money, sign up 30 people, help them get that free money. Boom. Yeah.
Wow.
30 people, y'all. If you just now listen, that's the least you can make. I'm trying to bring it home for y'all. How do you do it? How many people are in the house? In your
57, 60 people.
6 people in the house.
Okay. So if you brought 30, that's 5 cycles, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all, if somebody might not have got it. Okay. If you brought 6 people and they each got the $300 house, the $600 house, the $1,200 house. That's right.
Yes,
6
sir.
people. 6 people. If they each got each house, one. 6 in that house, you got paid. 6 in this house,
Same 6 people, y'all. Same 6. But I said 30 people, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
So if 6 got you 4,800, 30 got you 5 times that. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right? Yes. Anybody?
That's
But that
$24,150.
but that's not how it works. How it works is you brought in AJ or you brought in Sharon. But didn't Sharon bring in somebody probably?
Yes.
So your 30, if it was just your 30, you made that. But ain't it going to be probably more like 50, 60, 80?
Yes, sir.
I know y'all. Okay, maybe y'all like, what do you mean? If I brought in 30 people right now, or you, this says if nobody else came in, if they brought in nobody, if those 30 you brought in nobody, that would be your check. But what's the likelihood of somebody getting into the company, borrowing the money, and they bringing nobody?
Not likely.
So you're gonna really close more than that. Y'all sleepy. Y'all go ahead and finish this, y'all. I got work to do.
Oh,
That's
I
what the
bring
work.
in 30. I bring
When
in
I
30.
told y'all to invite 100 people tomorrow night, you gonna wish you did. Because they're gonna hear what you just heard, they're gonna see what you just saw, and they're gonna realize, man, I ain't making no 24,000. That's 24,000 if my 30 did nothing.
Hold on, Jonathan. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop right there. So what you saying, just to hone this in,
Bring it home.
I came in, I brought 30 to my team.
Mhm.
I brought a Sharon on my right and brought a Sharon and a Wesley on my left. And then Wesley brought in 30 and Sharon brought in her 30. Then Wesley got him 2 go-getters and they brought a 30 and they brought a 30. And Sharon got 2
some of y'all gonna make $50,000, $60,000 before September 30th.
Okay. I just
Play,
want
play,
to hear.
play with this one if you want to. This ain't that.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pamper my mom and help her get some sleep, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, 9
We
o'clock p.m.
appreciate you. We appreciate you and all that you do, sir. We appreciate you taking time out to come on in and grace us. We know you taking the time away from mom. We love mom. Happy birthday, mom. Happy belated birthday. You enjoy your get hype, sir. I need you to go get some pain in the morning. You know what I mean by the pain. You know what we know.
You
And
know
I
what
need
we
you to
do.
be ready for that call tomorrow, sir.
Watch me. Peace,
All
y'all.
right
Much
now.
love. God bless you.
Love.
And in advance, to all those who are brand new, welcome to We the People Economics.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
sir. Gratitude. Mr. Wesley, Miss Sharon, I'm gonna
I'm
let
here.
y'all go ahead and take over if y'all need to say anything. Wesley, you're
Yeah,
muted.
well. Me and Wesley, I want to say this, and I just got to say this about this brother. When me and Wesley heard this, we kind of went bananas. And tomorrow is school for. I'm still doing a kid thing. I know I'm 60 still. I'm Sarah, so I'm still doing a kid thing at school. But anyway, y'all catch that later on. But anyway, when we looked at this, at the time it was 3 houses, right? It's 6 rooms in a house, no matter how you cut this. Now we have 4. For right now, think about this. And Mr. Seigler said 30. But think about this. If you do the least of 6 times 4 is what? 24. You know, when you come out the gate, you'll have all 4 rooms, all 4 houses filled. Because there's only six rooms to a house. And if you if you enlighten the individuals that you're bringing to do the same thing, that's just a automotive going. Because with this matrix, and a very, very great mentor who has gone on to glory. Y'all, and he is a household name. I'm gonna say it. I mean, it's most people know his name is Greg Leaks, which is Nene Leaks' husband. He's a very, very good friend of mine. Actually, his best friend is in the business now. He's my direct or my whatever side they decide to put her on, and he paid. He paid to get in, and he taught me He taught me the matrix, and I was making 30,000. This is how I was able to leverage with my Bentley. And I own my Bentley. I don't lease it. I don't rent it. I actually own it. This matrix, and I didn't have a whole lot of people on my team. I had 100 people. But this matrix had like 25 levels to it. And we were dealing with Bitcoin, so that's a whole nother story. But the point I'm making here is I would not sleep on this, and I definitely would not bring anyone in that would not go out and get 24 people minimum. Because every house, we have 4, and it may be a 5th one, so that might be the plug right there. It may be that 5th house he's talking about that he didn't show us. Because it's the reason why he said that number. Because every house has 6 rooms. So if everybody does the same, you got to know that that money's going to come like this. We was getting paid every hour on the hour, every hour on the hour. We was getting money. I never seen nothing like it in my life. And the bank is funding. We paid out our pocket. The bank is funding. I was like, and they laughed. I was like Medea in the movie when she was on that calculator. When he was talking on the Zoom and said the bank was funding, I couldn't even talk. I was, I mean, y'all, I was about to speak in tongues and all that. I couldn't even, I'm like, do y'all hear what he just said? The bank is funding you? It is no way I will be sitting back thinking, still looking in the sky thinking. By the second week in September, depending how this transition, put it this way, by October the 1st, everybody should have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a high 5 figures or more. And what I mean like that, I'm saying 80,000.
I don't think they listening, Sharon. I know you said 24. I know he said 30, so he said 30 for one of 2 reasons. He said 30 because either another house is being added, or he's saying 30 because that's going to push everything back to the beginning and push it right back through on the recycling.
Exactly. And if you duplication of telling the people that come in, I gave an example. Can I just be me right now? And y'all gonna laugh at this example. But this is a real example. Y'all can look, my pastor would say, look straight ahead so when nobody know we talking about you. If somebody came to you and said, I got $5,000 worth of food stamps, and I know y'all like, what? Where's she going with this? But I'm just keeping it 100. I'm from Detroit, 313 all day. You got $5,000 worth of food stamps. If you could bring me 6 people, I'm gonna give you $5,000 worth of food stamps. I guarantee you gonna find 6 people. I guarantee you may not tell nobody you got the food stamps, but I guarantee you gonna find 6 people. I guarantee you. I didn't watch people put in lines for Jordans. I didn't watch people do a lot of things over the years. When we was getting them stimulus checks, I didn't watch people do a lot of things. And that was the time also we was getting stimulus checks. So that thing was rolling. Income tax, I don't watch people do a lot of things. We wait once a year for income tax. Everybody, I always call it hood rich. People wait once a year for income tax. You can live income tax time every day, all day, every day. And the bank is funding you. All those people that I got tax companies, you better go. I'm giving you a nugget right now. You better go make friends with all your people that got tax office. Guess what? They got a list of people, and the bank is funding you. People wait for tax time, and they Red Lobsters crowded. The Jordan shoes being bought. Listen, if you want tax season every day, all day, come join us. That's a whole post. And we funding you. How many people do you know to do income tax? That's the people you should be talking about because they live for that moment. Wealthy people don't live for taxes. I'm just here to tell you, I ain't mad at money. Listen, I want mine too. But guess what? Income tax time, those are the people. Fixed income, low income, the first of the month. The bank is fun. He said, we only got 1 month. 1 month. Listen, we need to get everybody somebody. That's somebody. I will find every tax expert I know. Every tax expert. Because they got a list of people that do taxes. They live for tax. You want taxes? That's a whole post. Do you want to have tax season every day? Come join We the People. and we're gonna fund you to make sure you have that every day. You know how many people you'll have?
All I can say is, Sharon, it's been a pleasure to be back rocking with you again, young lady. We done rocked in some other groups and companies and, you know, affluence areas and stuff, but hey, we rocking. Y'all, I need y'all to take this time and promote for this next call that's coming up in less than 45 minutes. Promote, promote, promote. Get your people on. You don't want to miss this. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I've been rocking with Wesley for a minute, y'all. Different things. We done separated. We agreed to disagree, and we back agreeing. And when he say beast mode, y'all, we used to do Zooms every hour on the hour, starting at 10 a.m. and don't stop till 4, 5 in the morning. And when I say you will learn how to build, if you want to build, if you're trying to get it, we're gonna help you get it. Because the only way we can get it is to help you get it so we don't be stagnated. If the only takeaway I want you to get from Sharon, if she and Wesley, if they said anything, don't put nobody in that's not trying to push this matrix. I know Wesley said he made a comment, don't put your son or daughter or your girlfriend and on the side or baby mama here unless you a builder. What does that mean? I'll put my girl on the left, put my daughter on the right, and I'll be a builder. That means I'm coming with that 4 up under them and the 4 up under them. So everybody qualifies. So we all gonna eat. Don't just look for spillover, y'all. If you do nothing, just put in your head you won't make nothing. This ain't for you. I'm not tripping. But just imagine you use a deck of cards. It's 4 aces in that deck. It's 4 kings. It's 4 queens. It's 4 jacks. Are there some deuces and 3s and 4s? We ain't looking for them. That's going to waste your time. Don't waste your time with this. Do that with the residual income. Don't do that with this matrix. We trying to cycle 6 times a day is what we trying to do. Y'all hear that? Somebody going to make six figures before the end of December. I promise you. My birthday, December 15th. I'm trying to give it all up. Walk away from landscaping and everything. Just going to go. Change your mindset, y'all. Wake up. Wesley, close us out if you got any words. Otherwise, we're going to end this Zoom. Y'all know I hit the end button in a minute. See y'all later.
So yeah, we're going to be right back here in 30 minutes. We're going to we got 40 minutes. So yeah, we're going to wrap this up. And if you guys I'm not going to even take questions at this point. I mean, I figure everybody be awake in 40 minutes. So if you have questions, we'll take it then, only because I want to give people an opportunity to get the word out, right? So I don't want to keep you guys here waiting on questions. I'm sorry. We normally do. I hope we got most of your questions answered in the chat. If not, please reach out to the person who invited you. Let's get you the information. But other than that, let's all be right back here in 40 minutes and do what I said. Just let people know, man. You don't have to know. I'm telling you, you don't have to know and study and learn everything to win in this opportunity. So with that said, we see you back here in 40 minutes. We thank you all for joining the call. And I am appreciative and very humble in seeing so many guests who have taken a chance to hear our hearts and to find out what we do. Thank you all and see you on the other side. Peace. And remember, get back with the person who invited you. Let them know that you see this opportunity and that you're ready to go, right? That way they know what to do and where to place you to make sure you have the most accurate and current information as we go forward. And make sure, if you're not back here in 40 minutes, do make sure you're back here tomorrow night to make sure you hear the updates from what's happening with the bank and everything else. With that said, thank you all. See you back in just a minute. Thanks.
I know y'all may not think you can hear, but